Well, hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Rolly Hoyt alongside Faith Woodard. It's been a little over 2 weeks since a driver called police saying she'd been pulled over by a Jefferson County constable.
The body cam footage went viral and had many voicing their concerns on the role of the constable. Tonight, THV 11's Catherine Rowley spoke to the England Police Department and the responding officer on the training that they receive for situations like these. Catherine?
Rolly and Faith, that video was captured from England police officer Bailey Markham, who responded to the call. He told me that this was caught on camera, wasn't just a training that officers receive, but it's also a glimpse into what officers, not just in England, but around the state and country, do every day.
I'm going to try to keep doing it that way. And it's a high expectation to live up to.
You can take a good person and train them to be a police officer, but you can't make a bad person a police officer because they're a bad person who has a badge. And unfortunately, that's what we dealt with.
The call he responded to was that of a young woman who was being pulled over and didn't know if it was actually law enforcement that had pulled her over. Officer Markham says that when he gets called to situations involving two parties, typically the goal is to separate the two parties involved. You can see in the body cam video that the constable, William Hamilton, went to the driver's car and shortly after started getting aggressive with the officer.
She voiced that she was scared. She didn't know he was a real cop. And so at that point, he told her, hey, don't you yell at me. He had his hand inside her window. I was like, all right, how about we just go ahead and step back for a second? And then it kind of blew up from right there.
I was very proud of the fact that he immediately not only tried to de-escalate, but he was there advocating for the victim in this traffic stop. And as a father myself of daughters, I've talked to some of my daughters about this, and they would have felt the same way. And I think that sometimes the right thing isn't always popular, but it's still the right thing to do.
Law enforcement has mandatory training that they do every year, but Chief Friend says that a part of that ongoing training for England PD is reviewing the body cam footage and seeing what an officer can improve on. But in every situation, Chief Friend says that even with the training, it's the officers on the ground that are making the difference in their community.
And really, regardless of what the situation is, regardless of how irate or angry whoever your meeting is, you always want to attempt to just bring the temperature down. That way, our goal across the board is everybody goes home at the end of the day.